Hello and welcome to PrimeScoreX. Today's lesson is Facts, Claims, and Evidence, the first LSAT distinction. We are building the administrative and strategic foundation for the modern LSAT because strong reasoning can still be undermined by an outdated assumption about the test itself. A fact set reports information. By the end of this video, you should be able to explain the rule accurately and translate it into a concrete preparation or test day decision. Here is the accurate picture. A fact set reports information. A claim asserts something that may need support. Evidence matters only when it bears on the proposition being evaluated. Confusing these roles causes errors in both logical reasoning and reading comprehension. Notice the level of precision in that statement. We are not replacing the entire admissions process with one number, and we are not treating every procedural detail as equally important. We are identifying the part of the LSAT system that directly changes how you should prepare, pace, interpret performance, or handle test day. The reason this belongs early in the course is simple. Strategy depends on the real test, not the test you remember from an older book, Reddit post, or previous administration. A claim asserts something that may need support. Once the architecture is correct in your head, later choices about practice material, section emphasis, endurance, and score goals become much easier to make consistently. For high-stakes details, distinguish what is fixed across administrations from what can change by testing cycle, location, accommodation, or LSAC policy update. The common mistake is to turn a precise rule into an absolute slogan. Students hear one fact and overgeneralize. A high score guarantees admission, faster reading is always better, the unscored section can be spotted, or one bad practice test proves the preparation is failing. The LSAT rewards controlled interpretation, and your preparation system should do the same. A clean mental model reduces anxiety because you do not have to renegotiate basic exam facts while you are already spending attention on difficult reasoning. Imagine two students with the same reasoning ability. One understands the current structure and makes decisions from the real scoring rules. The other relies on an older format or preparation myth. Their underlying skill may be similar, but the second student can still lose points through avoidable execution errors. Write the rule in one neutral sentence. If your version sounds like a promise or a warning, you may have added more than the fact itself supports. Now ask what this changes operationally. If the topic affects format, practice in the current format. If it affects scoring, make pacing decisions from the actual point system. If it affects administration, remove the logistical uncertainty before test day. If it affects admission strategy, connect the number to schools, timing, and scholarship objectives, rather than treating it as an isolated badge. The practical test is whether this information changes a study decision, a pacing decision, or a logistical decision. If it changes none of them, keep it in the background. A useful decision rule is this: separate facts about the exam from conclusions about what you personally should do. Confusing these roles causes errors in both logical reasoning and reading comprehension. The fact may be universal, but the strategic consequence can depend on your baseline, schedule, accommodations, target schools, or testing situation. Good preparation respects both levels instead of copying another student's plan without context. For high-stakes details, distinguish what is fixed across administrations from what can change by testing cycle, location, accommodation, or LSAC policy update. When you encounter a claim about the LSAT online, perform a three-part check. First, is the information current for your administration? Second, is it an official rule, a statistical description, or someone's study preference? Third, what action actually follows from it? This prevents outdated facts and personal anecdotes from quietly becoming part of your test strategy. A clean mental model reduces anxiety because you do not have to renegotiate basic exam facts while you are already spending attention on difficult reasoning. Build this into practice. Before a full test, reproduce the current section timing and intermission. Use the digital tools deliberately. Track scored performance correctly. If you are preparing for an in-center administration, include sessions in environments that are quiet, but not perfectly controlled. The goal is not to manufacture stress. It is to reduce novelty. For students targeting the upper score ranges, precision matters more, not less. When accuracy is already high, preventable losses from pacing, misunderstanding score interpretation, or using obsolete materials become proportionally more expensive. Treat administrative knowledge as part of execution hygiene. It should be correct, simple, and settled before you begin difficult reasoning work. The practical test is whether this information changes a study decision, a pacing decision, or a logistical decision. If it changes none of them, keep it in the background. During review, distinguish a content miss from a system miss. If you chose the wrong answer because you misunderstood an assumption, that is a reasoning issue. If you ran out of time because you believed every question deserved equal time, that is a pacing system issue. If you practiced the wrong format, that is a materials issue. Different causes require different fixes. Do a quick audit after this lesson. Can you state the rule in one sentence? Can you name one misconception it corrects? Can you explain one way it changes preparation? And can you identify whether the information is stable or administration specific? If any answer is vague, revisit the exact wording before moving on. A clean mental model reduces anxiety because you do not have to renegotiate basic exam facts while you are already spending attention on difficult reasoning. The most important habit here is accuracy without drama. The modern LSAT is demanding enough without adding myths, outdated instructions, or artificial certainty. Use current information, make the smallest strategic conclusion the evidence supports, and then move your attention back to the reasoning skills that actually produce points. For practice, write a one-page, current LSAT facts sheet from memory, then verify it against the official information relevant to your administration. Include section structure, timing, writing requirements, testing modality, and the scoring principles that affect guessing and pacing. Keep the sheet factual. Put personal strategy on a separate page. The practical test is whether this information changes a study decision, a pacing decision, or a logistical decision. If it changes none of them, keep it in the background. Recap. A fact set reports information. A claim asserts something that may need support. Evidence matters only when it bears on the proposition being evaluated. Confusing these roles causes errors in both logical reasoning and reading comprehension. The key is not merely knowing that fact. It is using it correctly. Current format should shape practice, scoring rules should shape pacing, and administrative rules should shape logistics. Avoid turning any single fact into a guarantee or universal study prescription. That completes facts, claims, and evidence, the first LSAT distinction. The previous lesson was the LSAT as training for legal reasoning. Next, continue with reasonable inference and rule application. Keep your exam model current and precise, because every later technique in this course assumes you are training for the test that actually exists now.